The word pirate evokes images of skulls and crossbones, buried treasure maps, and daring high-sea heists. From romanticized medieval tales to Hollywood blockbusters, the world has long been captivated by pirate lore. But how much of this aligns with reality, and what is the true story of piracy? Who were the Buccaneers? The term buccaneer often gets conflated with pirates, but its origins are far from maritime marauding. Buccaneers were originally hunters and traders on the island of Hispaniola, where they smoked meat over an open flame or boucan. Over time, due to Spanish harassment, many turned to privateering, raiding Spanish ships and settlements. What about privateers? While pirates were seafaring outlaws acting on their own volition, privateers had a letter of marque or a commission from a government. This document authorized them to attack ships of enemy nations and share the spoils with their home state. They acted as a middle ground between legitimate naval vessels and outlawed pirates. The Golden Age of Piracy, when and where? The Golden Age of Piracy spans much of the 17th and early 18th centuries. During this time, pirates were particularly active in the Caribbean, off the coast of North America, and even in the Indian Ocean. This period saw a sudden spike in maritime raids, partly due to political shifts and the colonial expansion of European powers. Why did the Golden Age end? The decline of piracy in the 18th century was a result of numerous factors. Many European nations began to establish peace treaties, which reduced the need for privateers. Additionally, strong naval patrols were deployed to curb piracy, and there was a renewed effort to prosecute and hang known pirates. The infamous pirate Blackbeard's death in 1718 marked a symbolic end to this era. Dispelling pirate myths, while popular culture depicts pirates always burying treasure, in reality, most of the loot was quickly spent in ports. The iconic pirate accent is largely a product of Hollywood, and the famous pirate code was more of a set of shipboard rules for fair distribution of spoils than a grand ethical code. Pirates and slavery. A complicated relationship. Piracy and the slave trade were intertwined in the Caribbean and the Atlantic during the 17th and 18th centuries. Some pirates engaged in the nefarious trade, capturing slaves to sell them. Conversely, others set slaves free, either integrating them into their crews or leaving them on deserted islands. Blackbeard was notably rumored to have had freed slaves as crew members. These dynamics made pirate ships some of the few places in the Atlantic world where enslaved Africans could find a degree of autonomy, albeit within the violent world of piracy. The Jolly Roger, more than just a flag. The infamous black flag with a skull and crossbones, known as the Jolly Roger, was not universally used by pirates. In reality, pirates employed a range of flags, and the Jolly Roger's design varied significantly. The primary purpose was psychological warfare, to instill fear and encourage quick surrenders. Displaying the flag was a declaration of intent. It showed that they were outlaws operating outside national laws and conventions. Pirates and literature, a lasting legacy. The allure of pirates has not only influenced movies but also literature. From classics like Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island to more modern works, pirates have been protagonists, antagonists, and everything in between. These stories, while fictional, offer insights into society's evolving perceptions of pirates and the maritime world. The end of the Golden Age, changing winds. While we've touched on the decline of piracy earlier, it's worth noting that the decline was multifaceted. Growing naval powers like the British Navy began concerted efforts to eradicate piracy, leading to the capture and execution of many pirates. Economic changes, the stabilization of colonial governments, and shifting trade routes also played crucial roles in diminishing the prevalence and appeal of piracy. Pirates, complex and multifaceted personalities. Contrary to the one-dimensional portrayals, pirates were complex figures. Democracy at sea. Pirate ships were some of the first democratic institutions at sea. Crews often voted on major decisions, and captains could be replaced if they lost the crew's confidence. Codes of conduct. Many pirate crews had their own codes of conduct or pirate codes. These set out the rules of the ship and the division of booty. Breaking these rules often led to harsh punishments. Cultural melting pots, pirate ships were often more diverse than other contemporary institutions. With crew members from various backgrounds, they were sometimes more accepting than the societies from which they hailed. Famous reformed pirates, some pirates left their life of crime and became privateers or even respected figures in society. One example is William Kidd, who, although hanged for piracy, always claimed he was a privateer acting under official commissions. Piracy's romanticized image contrasts sharply with its often brutal reality. Yet, it's this combination of myth and truth, heroism and treachery, that makes the world of pirates so intriguing. By peeling back the layers of fiction, we find that pirates were not just criminals but also products of their time, navigating the complexities of a changing world.